And usually every Tuesday we have this Discover ASEA in English for the European market. Every Tuesday at 9 o'clock, we talk about the technology, the products, and a little bit about the business. Today we have a very special event because we have a special Business Builder edition. And I've been really looking forward to this. It's really easy to see all the pictures and all the stories and everything about the products, but sometimes we need to have another person show us the big picture about this opportunity. And today I'm so happy to introduce my friend and business partner, Trish. This is Trish and Bob Schwenkler. They are, of course, a team, and they have a global business. And they have a global business because they have big hearts and saw the vision immediately. I can tell you that Trish contacted me, I think the first time in 2012, and I turned her down. I'm really sorry about that, but it wasn't the right timing for me then. But when I finally got it, I took this opportunity and ran with it with both legs. Really, really happy that you are on today and share whatever you like to share with us today.
Thank you, Sissel. Super happy to be here with everybody. Hello, Europe. Super happy to see so many people from so many different countries. Thank you, Sissel, for that lovely introduction. It is my pleasure and my honor to be here today with you. Sissel and I have known each other for a long time. You already know she's a top European leader from Norway. She's building a global organization in Asia, as well as North America, as well as throughout Europe. She is an ASEA Triple Diamond executive on her way to ambassador. She has been invited to be a member of the Global Advisory Council, very well respected by corporate. Again, my friend, and super happy for the invitation to be here today, Sissel. Thank you. As well as all the members of our team, of course. So with ASEA, of course, you can feel better. Of course, you can perform better. Of course, you can look better. But what we're going to focus on today is living better. Since this is this special Business Builder edition, how many people on this call would like to live better? Maybe have a bigger bank account, maybe have a nicer home, maybe have a more secure future, right? So one of the core dignities that our founder, Vertus Norton, has always talked about is financial dignity. And I think built into the human psyche is a deep desire to provide for ourselves as well as for our family, as well as to contribute to the world. And so this is what ASEA is all about. Zig Ziglar says that sharing stories gives hope. If someone else can do it, well, I can do it too. Zig Ziglar says that hope is the foundational quality of all change, and encouragement is the fuel that keeps hope alive. So I want to share a little bit about my story. So I live in Idaho, which is a fairly unknown state in the United States. And ever since I was in grade school, I had a dream. I wanted to grow up and be like my Aunt Pat, who was a missionary in Brazil. But I never had an opportunity to do that. I married my husband 39 years ago. We had 3 children. My husband had a good job. I stayed home and took care of the children. We lived in a nice home. And if anyone saw us, they would say that we had the American dream. And everything was wonderful for us except for one thing, and that was actually my health. And for 12 years, I had suffered from a mysterious health condition that was undiagnosed. I'd spent a lot of money going to different types of practitioners. No one could help me. And in 1993, I was introduced to a product from a network marketing company, and that product started to help me. And I understand from personal experience that your health is your real wealth, according to Mahatma Gandhi. Even if you have millions of dollars in the bank, but you're not healthy, you can't live the life that you want to. And so my primary motivation in network marketing has always been and continues to be helping people regain their health through extraordinary products that only come to the world through network marketing. And why is this the case? It's because of the global censorship of health information. As you may or may not know, the multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical companies lobby governments around the world to make laws that are favorable to them. So the insurance companies pay for their pharmaceuticals, but don't pay for any type of natural health solutions. Also, the real truth can't be told about natural health solutions except in one-on-one settings or very small meetings. So I learned very, very early on that my primary job in network marketing is to simply tell the truth about health products that can help people. I had been waiting and searching for 12 years with my own health issues at that time, and I knew that there had to be other people like me who would go anywhere, do anything, and pay any amount of money for a health solution that would give them their life back. So I realized in 1993 that the way that I could be like my aunt, who I admired when I was a little girl, and the way that I could change lives was through network marketing. I didn't know at that time anybody outside of the United States. So I started locally in my own city and contacting my relatives who lived in other states. I also went to a meeting where I learned about the business aspect of network marketing. That in network marketing, you could experience all of the benefits of being an entrepreneur without taking on the risks of a traditional business. You didn't have to take out a bank loan. You didn't have to have employees. Many of you have heard Zoltan's story of traditional business and the huge risks that you take when you start a traditional business. I also saw this famous quote from J.P. Getty for the first time. I'd rather earn 1% of the efforts of 100 people rather than 100% of my own efforts. And how do we do this? We do this by building a team where we can earn in one day what most people earn in 1 week, or even more than that. When I saw this chart for the first time, I thought about my family that I was raised in. This is a picture of my mom and dad wearing glasses in the front. I am the lovely teenager standing in the back with glasses on. My parents have 8 children. In this picture, there are 7 of us. My father worked at the telephone company every day. My mother went to work as a waitress at night. When she was at work, I took care of my brothers and sisters. I cleaned the house. I cooked the dinner. I did the laundry. And I learned from a young age how to work very hard in spite of adversity. Even though my parents worked hard, they both had little businesses on the side. And they frequently had arguments, always for the same reason, that there was not enough money. So when I saw this picture and I learned about the concept of building a team, I said to myself, I love my parents, but I do not want my life to be like theirs. I understand the vision of network marketing. I understand that I can make a living while making a difference. And if I have to talk to thousands or tens of thousands of people who say no to me, I will find the people who say yes. I will find people like Sissel, like Zoltan, like Gregory, like Kristen. I will find people who make a decision to change their own lives and to change the world with me. This is not always an easy task. It takes determination. It takes not letting other people's opinions influence you, but it absolutely can be done, as shown by Sissel's global business. So all of our future depends on the choices that we make. Thank you very much, Solvay, for this slide. I copied several slides from your presentation. So we all have freedom of choice. We all have control over our own future. We should be very grateful that we live in the countries that we do. In countries like China or other countries, they really don't have control over their own destiny, over their own future. But all of us in Europe and all of us in the United States, we do have quite a bit more freedom than people in other parts of the world. So with ASEA, we can choose better health, or we can choose better wealth, or we can choose both, which is the reason that we're all spending time on this Zoom webinar tonight. So when I found network marketing, I knew that I did not want a life where I had to go to work at certain times. I did not want to complete the working day at certain times, have lunch at certain times, and holidays at certain times. I also did not want to be told what to do and let others decide what the work that I did was worth. So in 1993, I chose a different path in my life. I chose the path of network marketing. Now, this is a path that most people don't know much about, And ignorant people have decisions about a lot of things, especially network marketing. But I knew in my heart of hearts that this was the path for me and the way that I wanted to live my life. So I'm a housewife. I have a PhD, which stands for Public High School Diploma. And I joined my first company where I actually met Sissel. I stayed at that company for 15 years. My first year, I was not very successful. I didn't earn a lot of money. In fact, I spent more money than I made. But my sponsor, who was a very good mentor, explained to me that if you go to university, it takes 4 years to complete a degree. You have to put a lot of focus, a lot of time, and usually a lot of money into getting a college degree. And he urged me to look at my MLM business as if I was getting a college degree. So like I explained earlier, I'm a hard worker, I'm a focused person, and at the end of my second year in network marketing, I had replaced my husband's full-time income. He never had to get a regular job again. My husband and I were fortunate that we were able to raise our 3 children together. Especially in those days, I would travel the world while he stayed home and took care of the children. After 4 years in our first company, we went diamond, which meant we had a nice 6-figure income. After 7 years in that company, we became one of the top 10 global earners, 7 years to 7 figures. And people often ask me the secret of my success. And I would say focus is the #1 secret of success. So consistent business building activities plus consistent personal growth activities will lead to success. Energy begets energy. And whenever you put energy in a certain direction, there has to be an outcome because of the laws of physics. But best of all, every dollar we earn in network marketing represent people whose lives are being changed physically, financially. They're getting more meaning to their lives. And it's a beautiful, beautiful industry. So what I learned in my first company, that not only do you need a good product, you also need a good management at corporate. So after 15 years with that company, we left that company due to corporate challenges. And we also had our own personal investment challenges. We had earned a lot of money, but we had built a commercial building and we finished it right when the economy tanked. We had a partner who had to default. There was no one to lease our building, and we had a huge loan that we had to pay to the bank every month. So my husband had not had a job for 15 years. I have no experience in any type of business or work except for network marketing. So in 2009, we were looking for opportunity. In my first company, I was looking for a product. In my second company, I was looking for opportunity. So we spent 1.5 years, I call it wandering through the desert, looking for a new company, looking for a home, looking for something we could truly believe in with our whole heart and our whole soul. During that time, we actually joined 5 different companies for a few months, only to find that they were not what we were looking for. And I'd almost resigned myself to the fact that I would have to be a waitress like my mother. But fortunately, almost 10 years ago, December 5th, 2009, I was introduced to ASEA, just as all of you have been introduced to ASEA. I learned about this incredible redox signaling technology by going online and looking at Alan Noble's presentations. I learned that this was completely different from anything that had ever come to the world before. The difference was sustainable because of the many patents. And what's so amazing to me is that even today, after 10 years of business with ASEA, no other company in the world has been able to copy our stabilized bioactive redox signaling molecules outside of the body. This in itself is miraculous. How can you find that in today's world? It's virtually impossible. And yet we have a huge advantage because of the meaningful results that people get with our products. And that, of course, gives us a unique business opportunity. I fell in love with the ASEA financial opportunity. I was not the master distributor. I was not the first person into ASEA, When I joined ASEA, there were a lot of people earning more income than I was. I completely built my own 2 binary legs. I've never received one single person in spillover, but I was determined. And so I love the 8 ways of earning income with ASEA. You can earn immediate income, part-time income, or even full-time and unlimited income. It took me almost a year to get to the stage where I was earning $10,000 a month, which is fairly quick if you're new to network marketing, but it's not that quick for someone like me who had been in network marketing for 17 years. But I had the opportunity to go to Salt Lake City and meet our founder, Vertus Norton. And Vertus told me the story of ASEA, how he had had the opportunity to sell this technology to a pharmaceutical company. But because he knew it could change people's lives, he turned down the offer of millions and millions of dollars and made a decision that he would take ASEA to the world. And as Vertus told me the story, tears rolled down his eyes. So on that day, we promised Vertus Norton and his son, Tyler Norton, my husband and I, we told Vertus, we will do everything that we can to help you take ASEA around the world. And today, 10 years later, we have built our business first in North America. Then ASEA moved to Canada. We started building up there. ASEA moved to Europe. We didn't know a lot of people in Europe. But someone in Texas knew someone in Germany, and so we started a business there. Of course, now we have Sissel and her entire organization and others. But back then in the beginning, we didn't. We started building in Australia and New Zealand, not because I knew someone in Australia, but I sponsored someone in Idaho, who sponsored someone in the UK, who sponsored Justin Phillips and Nicole Dennis, who were the pioneers of ASEA in Australia. And now, of course, we are moving into Asia, where I met up with Sissel and Kristen and Martin and Zoltan just last week. So the ASEA story is pretty unique, with, in fact, very unique, with our incredible products, our wonderful financial opportunity, and our unique P over E culture, where purpose and principles come before ego and economics. ASEA is now one of the top 100 companies, network marketing companies in the world. And right now is the perfect time to engage in the ASEA opportunity. ASEA has a proven track record, been around for over 10 years. We're now in 35 markets. We will continue to expand. The past couple of years, growth has been accelerating. And like I mentioned before, we are a DSN top 100 company. When I joined ASEA, it was a little bit risky. ASEA was in pre-launch in the United States. 6 months into pre-launch, they had not even officially launched. They had no track record. They were only open in 1 country. We only had 1 product. The comp plan was much different than it was today. For every enrollment case, we only got 25 points. For many years, the comp plan was that way. And yet we built to triple diamond and beyond without very few tools, a very small product line, and a much different compensation plan than you enjoy today. So again, I have a high school diploma. I'm a housewife with no business experience, no MLM experience, a tiny circle of influence, a very small list of people, but I had a burning desire to change my life and the lives of others. I had a strong work ethic, and I was willing to do whatever it takes as long as it was legal, and I did not quibble with the price. Some people say, well, I don't want to be out every night doing meetings. I want to do everything on the internet. Well, you can do some things on the internet, but I know that Sissel does many meetings, travels many places. Part of this business is being willing to travel, willing to give up maybe some time that you would rather spend doing recreational activities. Nothing is free in this world that I know of, except air is still free, right? But any accomplishment comes with a price tag attached to it. So today in ASEA, my husband and I earn more income than a surgeon or a high-powered attorney. In network marketing, you can earn money while you are sleeping. Robert Kiyosaki says that the richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everybody else just looks for a job. So you've probably seen this before. The monthly average income in ASEA in US dollars go all the way from a few $100s a month to a few $1,000s a month to actually, oops, I didn't mean to do that yet, to actually, I think this doesn't go all the way down here, to actually over hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. So the income is important. Like Zig Ziglar says, money's not everything, but it does rank reasonably close to oxygen. But another thing that our founder, Tyler Norton, talks about frequently is this concept of influence. And the actual definition of the root word of influence is streaming ethereal power from the stars, acting upon the character or destiny of men. And what I love about network marketing, and especially about ASEA, because of this unique, powerful technology, is that all of us, everyone on this Zoom webinar, have the ability and the opportunity not only to change our lives and the lives of the people that we love, but we have the opportunity, and I would even say we have a responsibility to a mandate. Now that we know what ASEA is, we have a mandate to change the lives of hundreds or even thousands or even tens of thousands of people. Also, by being part of ASEA, you can be part of the ASEA Advancing Life Foundation, Operation Underground Railroad, where ASEA every day is fighting to protect children from sexual predators around the globe. To me, this is a very worthy cause to be involved with. I work with it personally, as well as donating every single month to the ASEA Advancing Life Foundation. And I would ask you all, especially in this Christmas season where it's more important to give than to receive, to consider making a monthly donation to the ASEA Advancing Life Foundation. You can actually do this through your back office. When you go to the order products, you can make a monthly donation to the Advancing Life Foundation. So what I love about network marketing is that people from all walks of life can succeed in network marketing. So it doesn't matter if you are a man or a woman. It doesn't matter if you're black or white or brown. It doesn't matter if you are rich or poor. It doesn't matter if you have a lot of education or a little education. Everyone who chooses to do so can create success in network marketing. We all start like a little seed, and our job is to grow into a big tree. Our job is to be courageous. Our job is to talk to people even though we might not know exactly what to say. Our job is to talk to people even though they might think we're foolish. Our job is to talk to people even though we think they probably won't understand what we say. And oftentimes people don't. I would say 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 25 understand what we have to say. But our job is to do the 3 and 5. Show people the results they can get with Redox signaling technology. Show them the results that they can get with the compensation plan if they're interested in that aspect of ASEA. So sometimes people talk about overnight success, and I think that unless you are born into a wealthy family, usually overnight success is the result of many years of hard work. That is certainly the case for us. We've been in network marketing for 26 years. I've been very, very disciplined in my personal growth activities, as well as results-oriented business activities. Never skipping a day to prospect people 6 days out of the week until I became Triple Diamond. So for many, many years, over 20 days, I personally prospected at least one person a day myself personally, as well as doing thousands of meetings around the world, small meetings in people's living rooms, bigger meetings like the picture you saw in Singapore, you know, kind of huge meetings like the one that Sissel and Zoltan and I just did in Malaysia, but many, many small meetings, 3, 4, 5, 10 people. Just a couple of weeks ago in the Philippines, I did some small meetings with 10, 15, 20 people. over and over again. We share the story of ASEA. We share the technology. We do the 3 and 5. We help people get results. We share business testimonials. We share product testimonials. And people who get it, and they decide to join our business, to join our team, and then we all get to work together. So the question is not really where I've been, but where are you going? Where do you choose to be in 5 years? Most people overestimate where they will be in 1 year, but they underestimate where they will be in 5 years. So my challenge today to you is to make a decision for your own bright future, and a decision to be a person of influence, streaming ethereal power from the stars, where you can influence the lives of so many people, and you can reach the destiny that you were created for, to be a great person with great influence, doing great things in the world. You truly can change your life with ASEA, with this incredible, well-managed company. It's not a perfect company. It's a very conservative company, makes very careful decisions. It's a company whose #1 objective is to be a legacy company, to be here for us and for our children for years and years to come. This is a company that you can count on, with the world's most remarkable health technologies ever introduced to the world. And all of us are privileged to be part of this journey, part of this mission, brothers and sisters moving forward to change the world as best we can. And with that, that is the end of my presentation today, Sissel. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you very much, Trish. You know what? I would really like you to just share. The other day when we spoke, you told me about this guy who's having 3 meetings a day.
Yes.
I know,
yeah.
Some people, they don't do 1 meeting a week. Some people do many meetings a week, and this guy, he does 3 meetings a day. Can you just tell me how he does it? I mean, that might be an inspiration for somebody to have at least 1 meeting a week.
Absolutely. He's a huge
yeah, I just like that story so well, because people, they are, I don't say everybody, but a lot of people, they are really just very limited on what they can do. But we need to broaden the horizon, and have people see what other people are doing, and if other people can do it, we can do it as well.
Absolutely, I completely agree. So this is a document from Bruce Tu, who is one of the country managers in Taiwan. And so these people right here, let me see if I don't know if I can make their picture any bigger. So their name is Antai and Jennifer. Well, her name is Yu Chan, but she goes by Jennifer. So these people, this couple, are the fastest ambassadors in ASEA history. It took them less than a year, I believe 11 months, to become ambassadors in ASEA, where the average income is over $100,000 a month. So they'd never been in network marketing before, 0 network marketing experience. Antai owned an advertising agency. And when he heard about ASEA, he said that he didn't sleep for 3 nights, that he researched everything that he could about ASEA. And after 3 days, he made the decision to sell his advertising agency and go full-time in ASEA. And what Antai and Jennifer do, like Sissel said, they do 3 in-home presentations on average every single day. They also travel to 5 different cities in Taiwan every week. So that's a lot of travel. And the other thing that they do, they never allow anyone to join their team unless they join with the Entrepreneur Pack. And the reason that they do that is because they believe that people need enough product to double or triple the dose for up to 3 months. So they tell people, if you can't afford the Entrepreneur Pack, that's okay. Wait until you can, and then come back and enroll then. But I think their work ethic is a huge example to all of us. And they're very humble and very sweet people. They spend a lot of time meditating. They're very spiritual. and they really believe in the technology of ASEA to change the lives of other people. So yeah, great lessons for all of us. I'm glad you brought that up, Sissel.
Yeah. So I'm so happy that you took the time today, Trish. We really appreciate you, everybody. And